Hello, Minister Gio Harden here, and today I want to talk about writing down the vision. In this society, we have witnessed in the last 10 years going to wars. We've witnessed an enormous housing market scandal that left millions of homeowners now without homes, who are now renters or living with relatives or friends. We've also witnessed a huge, enormous percentage, a spike percentage of divorce rates dealing with the housing market, particularly in the unemployment. So what can we expect for the future? What is there left to do? We just witnessed recently talks of the 2012 unemployment uh, findings that came out that it was inaccurate, and that the unemployment rate is worse than uh, first announced. That it's even more uh, worse than it was today than it was back in 2012, and it is getting even more worse. And one of the reasons is because, as recorded, it said that jobs were back. Well, jobs aren't technically back. And what has happened is there are a lot of part-time jobs that have popped up with no benefits of any kind and no guarantee of the length of employment. Therefore, these same people who are trying to reel back from, who did go back to work, are in a worse shape than they were before, because no longer are they able to work a 40-hour week or even get a decent amount of wage. And now here we are talking about raising the minimum wage to 10.50 an hour, when that was a talk way back in the Clinton era. So as you can see, we're nearly over almost 2 decades off of being beyond $10.50 an hour. We should be around $17 an hour in today's market. And it's so awesome that the city in Seattle, they've decided to raise the minimum wage to $15.50 an hour. So amazing, because we know that when the wage go up, people tend to spend more dollars, and that means a bonus for the city and for the state. And what a shame it is that we have in a government, and we have two different party lines who are waging war, pretending to be against one another, and yet at the same time, neither party wants to see the wages of anyone go up, because the ultimate goal is really to eliminate the middle class entirely, and therefore having a wealthy and a poor nation in America. Habakkuk chapter 3 verse 2 talks about writing the vision and making it plain. And what we have to do as a nation, a people, is truly begin to activate all the gifts that God has placed inside of us. Each individual, no matter what education level, what creed, sex, gender, race, ethnicity, we all were born with a gift inside of us to be activated. But we also was born with a purpose. And many times, folks who do have gifts, they believe that their gifts is a purpose. Not so. Your gift is in order for you to be able to bless others, not just yourselves and your immediate family, but to be a gift for others, but also to be a witness for God. And many people miss that opportunity to be a living witness for His glory. I did a show about 9 months ago dealing with writing down the vision and defeating unemployment on the Blog Talk radio show / Holy Spirit's wonderful episode that I talked about dealing with how we can go about creating new possibilities for our families and our future. Some of us, I talked about, we have the gift of painting, graphic design. I know too many young men and women who are excellent in drawing and graphic designs. And yet they have not activated the gifts that God has placed inside of them with no education, no training. But they have a better insight of the creativity of being a graphic designer than someone who has a 4-year degree. And that is the blessings of God upon their lives. Whatever God has placed inside of you, begin to activate it. Pray about it. Ask God. Pray and fast for it. I always say fasting and prayer spring forth all the vision inside of you, all the things that you desire through fasting and prayer. Those things can be activated and become real. Ask God to give you an insight of what direction you should go in. Whether you should begin writing plays or writing a book. Many folks have written books and haven't published them yet. And your book may be the one book that may save a generation of people. But yet you have put that dream to the side. Begin to activate those visions, those dreams, those desires that God has placed inside of you. Share them with the world. You never know what your gifts might bring. Because one gift, if you decide to open up a jewelry store, you may find someone who knows how to make jewelry, to market jewelry, or knows where all the events dealing with jewelry, selling jewelry, and getting a vendor's license to go out and travel and just do that. Or you may want to start a food truck selling your famous grandmother's recipes of some sort. Or you may have a wonderful spinach salad or a smoothie that you've made for your friends, and now you want to activate that into a business. Write the vision. Whatever it is, fast and pray about it. And begin to activate it. Step out on faith. And while you're waiting for the dollars to roll in, because don't let money stop you. Because if you're moving in this vision, God is busy providing the things that you will need to begin to manifest it. Folks always say, well, if I had this, I'll start. No, begin to do it. Write your plan. Write the vision. Make it plain. Get your business plan together. Go to your local small business association, SBA offices, and they'll be glad to help you. Create a business plan for free. Google something, YouTube, anything that you're doing, whether it be a food truck or a jewelry store or a new clothing line of t-shirts and clothing wear, whatever it is. Do the research. Get the license. Find out all the resources that you may need and tap into those resources, whether it be friends or family. Do a bake sale, a barbecue sale to generate funds. But whatever you do, begin. Begin. Thank you for listening to this broadcast. My name again is Minister G.L. Harden. And if you want to sow into this ministry that we're providing for you, you may do so at the bottom of this link. And also there will be other shows dealing with writing down the vision and starting a business as well at the bottom of this website. We thank you again. Peace, and may God be with you.